Super Zombie, what's going on, guys? Good to see you. Happy Saturday to you. Hope you guys have had a good Saturday so far. Mine's been kind of busy. Was out at the gym, played basketball for about an hour and a half. Just got back from taking Zoe on a walk. As it's starting to get nicer around here, about 38, 40 degrees. It's supposed to be like 46, almost 50 tomorrow. So you can bet we'll be on another walk tomorrow. So, Jamie, what's going on? Hope you guys are all doing well. So, today's stream isn't going to be real long. I mean, it may go a little longer than I was thinking, just depending upon how it goes. But you will probably see me live again later tonight. More or less just to do a test run on the In-Depth with Defness. Lance finally got back to me. He finally has time, and I know he's a busy man. I appreciate everything he does for me. But he finally got back to me and said he thinks, like, tonight me and him can get everything set up for it. And then we'll obviously want to do a test trial. So, super excited. So, look out for that. Basically, the test run will just be me bringing him on. We'll just do a little fun little interview. We'll have fun with it. Just make sure everything is working the way it's supposed to. You know, he's showing up on screen properly. I'm showing up on screen properly. Sound is alright, etc. So, oh, nice. Very nice, brother. That's awesome. Heck yeah, sweet. Yeah. Heritage was fun. It's just, I talked about Heritage a little bit yesterday while I was ripping it. Like, even in the hobby boxes, it's really difficult to hit an auto. And that's not a bad thing. And of course, Zoe's going to act up now because I'm live. No. Stop. 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 No. No. Lay down and be a good girl. Sorry, guys. She likes to act up when I go live because she knows then she's not getting attention from me. So, what's up, Buckeye? Yeah, the box was good. No, it was great. It was fun. It was cool hitting the hot box. But as far as like auto-wise, it's really difficult to hit an auto. So, anyway, I'm thinking I'll do my shout-out stream tomorrow. We'll see how many people are in there. If there's quite a few people, I might do a mini-style auction. I'm not really sure yet. We'll see how it goes. I just got stacks of cards piling up again, and don't got anywhere to put them. So, we'll see where that goes. Also, I did hit a Pete Alonso a couple weeks ago, a Pete Alonso high-tech redemption, black parallel, I think it's to 50 auto. So if anybody's interested in that, let me know because I can sell it to you. I can even just send you the code so you don't have to wait for it in the mail. You can just put it in and hopefully get it coming in a reasonable time. So again, today's stream is going to be kind of short because I'll probably be on again later tonight. And there's a lot going on tonight. Eloy's got it, or not Eloy, Jimmy Guns has got his auction. Make sure you guys are in there. You guys can always watch back the trial run. I mean, if you want to pop in, cool, awesome. If you want to give some feedback, cool, awesome. But I'd rather you guys, if you want to be in like Guns auction or whatever when he's live tonight, whenever, and I don't even know what time it's gonna be. So you might just see notification I'm live, and basically why I'm live is because I'll be doing the test run for In Depth with Defness with Lance. So Lance will be on, we'll just be kind of having fun. We're trying to work out kinks. But I did want to talk about something today. And I did put it in my title topic, how many of us are oh so similar. And I did a stream a couple days ago. The topic was, I think the title was Inspired by One's Letter, right? I had a community member reach out to me, kind of give me a little more in depth of what they're going through, what they're going on. Just felt like they could open up to me, which I thought was awesome. And again, guys, like, it never fails. Like, you hear from one person, and then it seems like it's a trickle effect, and you hear from more than just one person. And what's crazy to me is, like, I think we all we all have something, a hobby, like a lot of us are into the cards, or some people for a hobby is working out, or whatever. There's a lot of different things that can classify as a hobby. For women, maybe doing some kind of crafts, art and crafts, whatever, right? But I think a lot of people are tied or get tied into a hobby because they need that escape, right? They need to get away from reality for a little while. They need somewhere that they can just kind of unwind, if you will. And it's just insane to me because I got another email from another person within our community, kind of reaching out, and didn't want any shout outs. And again, I don't bring up any names unless somebody were to ever say, hey, I want you to bring it up, and I don't know why they would. I never bring up names, but again, touching to me that, like, my streams, our community, the hobby can be such an awesome place for so many people going through so many things in their life. And why I say how many of us are also similar is because, like, regardless if it's an addiction thing or a depression thing, or if it's a little of both, or it's just something that we're just going through in life, life challenges, I guess, if you want to put it that way. What's up, Mega? It's shocking to me how similar everybody's stories are, and I wouldn't be shocked, not saying that everybody is or you all are, but I wouldn't be shocked that there's more of you out there that are going through a depression, that have battled addiction, that are trying to battle addiction right now, that are deeply depressed. And I'm sure this is an escape route, right, to do that. But here's the cool thing that I learned from this as well. And, I mean, I know this personally, but to hear from somebody else is even cooler. Is that this individual that emailed me said that they've been able to open up with a couple other people within the community that are going through the same thing. And they basically not only as a hobby or friends, but they use each other as a support system. And I think that's really awesome. Having a support system there, having people that you can rely on, that you can, I guess, de-stress, do whatever you need to do to help each other or help yourself when you're just not feeling right, when you're in a real deep or bad moment. But what I took away from it as well is the comments he had made about, it's awesome, the hobby's awesome, the cards are cool, whatever, but ultimately it's the friendships. And I say it all the time, right? I say, in this channel we have 1,500 plus. And by the way, we're getting closer to that 1,550. I think we're like 11 away from the 2 blaster giveaway, just so you guys know. And the $50, $50 credits. And by the way, one of them is going to be a $50 credit for BITG, back in the game. He is going to throw in $50 as well. So it's going to be $100 to the person who gets that credit when we get to 1,550 from back in the game. All right. So very cool back in the game. Shout out to him again for always being an awesome supporter. We've always supported each other. It's awesome to see. And then we're not that far from the 1,600, which is going to be another crazy, insane 24-hour stream with a lot of fun stuff. But back to, I threw that in. It just kind of tied into what I was talking about because, how I've always said, it's not looking at things as a number and just saying, oh, subscribers or subs or whatever word people use. And I've said this before. I look at it as continuously gaining new friends. New people come in, and even some older supporters, maybe that hadn't been around for a while, that maybe they're a little shy or it takes them a while to say something in chat to interact, but they're always out there watching, right? They don't know what to say, or they They might have their own deal of sense of, oh, will somebody, will I be welcomed here? And you know that anybody would be welcomed. But we don't always feel that way, especially if we're having some insecurities about ourselves, just not confident in ourselves. Again, going through something maybe, and we don't want to be judged, right? So it's the non-judge, and that's what I think is awesome about everybody within the community here, at least, is that for anything I know and anyone that's interacting daily, that's in this channel every day when we stream, I don't think there's one individual in here that judges anybody. And I think that's absolutely awesome. Because again, you always hear, you can't judge a book by its cover. You don't know what one is going through, what they're battling. And not to say one person is going through something more than another, but we don't know unless we're with that person daily, unless we live their life. Hell, they could be financially set, secure, have anything and everything they want, but when they go home, maybe it's who knows? It could be flipped either way, male or female. Say it's a guy, he goes home and maybe his wife is like super controlling, maybe even like mentally abusive. I mean, you just don't know. You don't know what types of things people are going through unless we're actually there and we're there with them all the time. We see it behind closed doors. So not trying, growing some stakes, not trying to, judge anybody. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys for not being judgmental towards people, for welcoming people. This individual that sent me the email said, he had heard about or whatever through somebody else, and then he started watching. Yes, Meg, I am. He started watching the channel, and then eventually decided to try to interact. And once he started interacting, he said we all welcomed him. He felt very comfortable being able to be able to interact, and that's huge. That's important. That to me is awesome. But again, guys, my big point here is that I think a lot of us within this community, this circle, what have you, whatever you want to call it, I think a lot of us are going through some type of similar things. I think a lot of us are more similar in more ways than we're not. What's up, T-Dog? I truly, honestly feel that. I hope to go to National. I'm not sure yet. I'm sure Balls is going to be with me. So, but again, guys, I just kind of wanted, it's not anything crazy. I didn't want to get real in depth, but again, it's just insane to me that, and I challenge, I'm not telling you have to, but I challenge you. I've said this before. If you're going through some stuff, find, maybe you've been interacting with somebody. What's up, Smash? Maybe you've been interacting with somebody within the community for a long time. You've built a really solid friendship with them, and you got some things going on. Again, talking about it, we talked about this a couple streams ago, but talking about it is one of the best things you can do. It's not the easiest thing to do. It's not the easiest thing to just come out of your shell and say, I got this going on, I'm battling depression. Obviously don't just do it with anybody, but make sure you do it with someone you trust. And when you do that, you're going to find that you're probably not only going to gain even more respect from that individual, but you're probably going to get even more support. And support that you probably really need. Support that you're probably looking for. What's up, Dee Dee? Kisses right back at you. I want to come up with a discussion. I want to come up and discuss these issues with you. Yeah, dude. So, absolutely, man. Durango, we can set a time. Like I said, this is going to be a short stream today. I'm going to be live again later tonight, where I basically have this in-depth thing because it's going to be kicking off here soon. I put it up because me and Lance are going to be setting everything up tonight later on. I'm going to, we're going to do a test run later. So you'll probably see me go live again like I told the other ones that were in here when we started the stream. You'll probably see me go live like in a couple hours, sometime later tonight. When you see it, it'll be me and Lance. Yeah, cool. No, for sure, man. I'd love to have you on. You'll see me and Lance, and we'll just kind of have a little fun with it. Kind of, just to make sure that everything works properly. Like I said, you can see us both on screen. The whole process of getting the person in, making sure that the cameras line up, sound is right, all that kind of crap. So it'll basically be a trial test run. And then from there, I'm going to start lining them up. Lining people to put on the podcast, if you will, I guess you'll call it. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be pretty fun. It's going to be pretty insane. Yeah, there's a lot of other hobby sports podcasts out there. There's tons of good ones. And I'm not saying mine will be better than anybody else's. I'm just saying I think the angle I'm going to take with it is going to be a little different. It won't be just necessarily glued to cards or just the hobby per se, or sports or just sports related, or just whatever. It's going to be kind of bringing everything in together, and again, really trying to get to know people on a more personal level, kind of a little more about their background than just, hey, I started collecting in 1985, pulled my first Kirby Puckett out of an 85 Topps pack, and from there, here we are, right? Been in the hobby for X amount of years. It's going to be, who bought you that pack? Who was the person that, got you involved in the hobby? What's the coolest, craziest thing you've ever pulled? What's the coolest, craziest thing you've done for somebody within the hobby? Just craziest cards you've ever seen, and then we can go on personal level with if, people have come out and said they've had some kind of an issue with something, depression, addiction, and they want to talk about it, right? How they cope with it, etc. So I think it's going to be pretty awesome. T-Dog! Ballsy had a hot box, and it was insane. Nice. What day you booking us, Defness? You just need to let me know, bro. I'm going to, I'm trying to figure out, to start it, I'm going to do one a week, probably. I'm trying to figure out what day of the week is going to be the best to do it, and try to be consistent with that, so that, because there might be some people we bring in that become part of the community that more just want to enjoy or watch this in depth with Defness. So I want to try to keep it consistent, right? Like consistent day each week. And then we might even go to like 2 a week, right? And, schedule them in. But if you want to shoot me an email, we can discuss. Like I said, I'm hoping everything goes smooth tonight. I'm hoping we get it completely set up tonight. That's the plan. Usually when Lance has his mind on getting something done, it's pretty cool because he doesn't even have to be here. I basically give him access to my computer while we're together, like on a conference type call thing, and he basically he has me do 1 or 2 little things here or there, and I watch him kind of put the work in and do the magic. So pretty awesome. He's pretty advanced when it comes to all that stuff. So looking forward to it, and hoping that we can be ready to fire up here, and hoping that our test run goes smoothly tonight. So again, Durango, you on tonight, brother? What's up, Isaac? Smashing them, I'm sure. Are you guys going to be on tonight, ripping? Jimmy Guns will be doing his auction tonight. He moved to Saturdays probably about a month ago now, every Saturday. So, no. Okay, Durango's going to be tomorrow. So, DD will be, Dave Durango has some break stuff going on tomorrow night. Second part of the Heritage break, okay. Mindy's on. Stuff is filling now. Go check them out. Give them a shout out. Again, guys, if you see a notification I'm live, it isn't an accident. It's not going to be anything super important. It's just going to be me and Lance testing out the setup for the whole in-depth thing to make sure everything works properly. So, All right. And like I said, I told you guys this is probably going to be a short stream because I'm going to be doing a little bit of streaming later tonight. So I don't have a lot for you. Like I said, I might, after the shout-outs tomorrow, we might, depending on how many people we got in, we might do a mini auction. Won't be anything too crazy or too insane, but I got stacks of just stuff piling up again, so looking to maybe get rid of some stuff. Short stream for me tomorrow evening for the monthly giveaway. All right, well, check out Card Hobbyist has got a short stream for his monthly giveaways, guys. Tom T as well. He's usually on during the weeks, sometimes on the weekend, but he usually gets on a little bit earlier in the day, like 2 or 3 o'clock Central Time. Usually when I catch him or when I do realize or figure out he's on. He's always got cool little stuff going on over there. He always finds the treasures of Optic, basketball, or whatever's new. He usually gets his hands on stuff because he travels for work, so he stops in all the Walmarts, Targets, etc., and grabs up what he can when he can. So you guys all got good stuff going on. So again, Rip and Gypsy tonight, Card Obvious tomorrow. Yeah, I know. It's cool though. It's cool the time you go in on, Tom. It gives me something to watch while I'm working, even though I can't hear half the time because I have to mute it when I have sales calls. But I can still watch it. I mean, hell, I'm in your stream for 2 hours, and probably half the time you don't realize it because I can only chat when I'm not on calls, and that's little of that time, probably 10 minutes of the whole 2-hour time. But at least I'm in there watching you, hanging out. So, is BITG doing anything tonight, or is he back just tomorrow night? I don't remember. I don't know what he was doing tonight. I know he went live last night. Typically doesn't. So, Durango tomorrow night. I don't know. That's about all I got for you guys, man. Let's have a good Saturday night. Go check out Rippin'. Go check out Jimmy Gunn's auctions. Check out Hobbyist and them tomorrow, and Dave Durango tomorrow, and then again I'll be testing this thing out later tonight. So again, it's not an accident if you see me live later again, but it's not a big deal. It's just going to be us basically running a test. If you want to see what it's like and check it out, it's not going to be like me ready to interview Lance per se. It's just going to be us going through, and I'll ask him some questions, but more or less a test run to make sure everything works. So, all right, gang. As always, I love each and every one of you. I hope you guys have a great night. Until next time, friends.